So this village we're going to see the ancient temples and heritage monuments from 6th to 8th century. 1500 years old, ma'am. By the dynasty the Pallava Narasimhavarman. During 6th century, this was a place established by the Pallava as a bigger seaport. It was a bigger trade center. Through the Red Sea, Bali into the Gulf of Bengal, the silk was traded. They used the capital Kanchipuram, 65 kilometers from here. So this is the reason the President of China visited in 2019, Xi Jinping, with our Honorable Prime Minister here in Mahabalipuram. There was a big meet. The Shore Temple, what we're seeing, this is one among the 7th temple remaining. There were 7 temples earlier. The 7th one is this, remaining 6 is under the water. All are 6 submerged under the water. And to survive this temple, in Madam 1972, Indira Gandhi, she was here Prime Minister, former Prime Minister in 72. She built the nuclear atomic power plant Kalpakam. The first one is in Baba Atomic Energy, Mumbai. Second one, Mahabalipuram. And the time she preserved this temple by making a couple of stone boulders from 1972 till 1980. She made this process to survive this temple, which makes in tsunami in 2004 also the water doesn't impact with the temple. The remaining 6 temples can be seen by scuba diving or snorkeling. It's still visible. This is under the water. So it has been seen in the tsunami in 2004. Everybody saw once the water receded back to the ocean. Means during the time of 6th century, during the time of temple constructed, the sea was more than a kilometer back. As because of water erosion, global warming, the sea came forwarded. Yes, madam. And this is the only temple in Mahabalipuram built in temple with multiple of stones together. And except this, we are going to see a couple of 2 more places all carved out monolithic architecture, carved out from single mountain. After this, we drive half a kilometer to the 5 Rathas. It is depicted to the characters of Mahabharata. So each one is depicted like Draupadi, Arjun, Bhim, Yudhishthira. So they never been actually in south. These are depiction and imagination carving only. After that, we are going to see the Arjuna's penance, where the story of Arjuna described there. He does the penance to get the Pashupatastra from Shiva. And the second story is Bhagirath, descendants of Ganga. And there was a balancing stone ball in Mahabalipuram, more than 1600 years on its mountain, Krishna Bhatta ball. So that's one we're going to see, a big boulder there. So we'll start from the Shore Temple right now, sir. So this is the speciality. This temple is defined for all 3 gods together in one temple. Either if you see Shiva temple or Vishnu temple in places, but here the temple defined for all 3, Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. After Pushkar, you can see as well the Brahma statue here also. And statue of Shiva, Vishnu in the form of reclining and Shiva in the form of lingam. Yes, ma'am, yes. It's a built-in temple, madam, by the Narasimhavarman Pallava. Yeah. This is an interlocking system and only temple in Mahabalipuram without foundation. This is the temple, doesn't have any foundation.
People go for snorkeling to watch.
Yeah, snorkeling or scuba diving, you can see this. Yeah. Mahabalipuram activities, surfing, windsurfing. People who...
How deep is that?
More than 20 feet under the water. Behind this temple, more than 500 meters, the remainings are there. But it's not similar size of the temple. It's like mandapams, where pillar halls, where the survivings of port like that. So let's have a look at the temple. There are 3 sanctum. I'll explain closer to the temple. This is the Bay of Bengal. It stretches till up to Chennai and Kanyakumari. The tip of Tamil Nadu, it will go to the Bay of Bengal. So only after place Kanyakumari, you can see all 3 beaches: Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea. This is Fisher Villages, ma'am. There's a authentic seafood restaurants over here, and there is a Radisson Blu Hotel. People used to go, the daily catchings used to be served in the restaurants, seafood restaurants here. This is the place on the right side. It's been used as a small boat jetty, ma'am, where the boat used to driven till up to here. When this was established as a bigger seaport by Pallava, big ships won't come here. It will be anchored, and the boats used to driven till up to here. This is a boat jetty. The place connected around the temple like a canal, ma'am. So they used to distribute the goods here. It's like a wharf. It's like a dock here. You want a group picture, sir? Yeah. முடிச்சு வரும்போது எடுக்கலாம்டா sir. Those are all the reactors of the atomic energy, ma'am. The pillars, very long. Over there is the Kalpakam Atomic Energy.
What did you tell about the Trade International Center?
Madam?
International Trade
Yes,
Center?
yes, was here, ma'am.
was here.
Yeah, that's the reason Pallava has chosen this place. If you see some places, either South or North India, you may find out mountains, you don't have ocean. If we have ocean, they don't have mountains. But Mahabalipuram, it's together. We can see ocean as well the mountain. So mountains are crafted into so many monolithic structures. That's what we're going to see in next temples. So these are the ocean. So along the port with the mountains. So this was supposed to be a small temple pond where the water comes up naturally like a sprinkling water. So it comes up fresh water. Even here the sea doesn't have salt water. This gives up always fresh water. There's a small temple and there's the wild boar structure they carved it here. That was recognized as a lighthouse. The taller one is the red lighthouse, the older one, new one. The old one is 1500 years back. This is the temple remains in water till up to 1972. When there was a high tides, the water even goes inside the sanctum sanctorum. So that makes very scared to see by the Madam Indira Gandhi, and she made this preservation on 72. Sir. 1984, this became as a UNESCO World Heritage Monument. It is recognized by the UNESCO in 1984 among 15 places in India. So here you can see the statue of Shiva, Lingam. So the lingam supposed to be in a cylindrical form in all the temples, either South or North India, but here they did it in a prismatic symbol. So there are 16 stripes they did it here. And material of Shiva Lingam, they did it in a basalt, black basalt stone, which is 100 times stronger than granite, which has been imported from Maharashtra. So the reason of stripes, because once at all the suns fall on it around 5:40 to 6, the light used to stimulate the inside the sanctum sanctorum, and that is much useful for the sailors to navigate. As a daytime lighthouse, this has been used in those days. That's the reason they did it in a prismatic form, not in a usual form. So same material of Shiva Lingam was being defined on top of the temple also, the Kalesham. Also, they defined it in a black basalt stone. It has 6 feet height and again defined it in a prismatic symbol. So this is one of the influences statue from the Chinese lion type of architecture. As because the temple and a place of Mahabalipuram established by the Chinese and by the Pallavas, they have one of the influence statue of Chinese lion type of architecture. In Singapore also you can see like this. Inside they made the goddess Mahishasuramardini, the statue of goddess Mahishasuramardini traveling on top of the demon. Naturally her vehicle is the lion. There was a deer sacrificed to the god, so the deer is being sacrificed. It's not broken statue, it has been created in the meaning of sacrificing. So it might be broken, the head has been gone somewhere else. This is crafted in the meaning of sacrificing. So you can see the head and the below. There's a meaning, it's called Mahabalipuram. Since 1972, this place is called Mahabalipuram. Maha's great Bali, they do sacrificing. So the name of the god, people used to gather here when the time of people from the houses, they used to bring the animals like lambs and chicken, they do the sacrificings. So this was happening in those days, that's why it's called Mahabalipuram. But it was changed by the Madam Indira Gandhi, Mamallapuram. After 1972, the king Narasimhavarman Pallava, he was supposed to be great in Kusti, Mallyuth. For Mallyuth they say Mamallan, he was called Mamallan. There's a name given to the town Mamallapuram instead of Mahabalipuram. So it has been called Mahabalipuram as well Mamallapuram also, the new and old names. Please. One time, sir. We put right la pite and the steps la area anga group photo abdiye exit. Apdi po. Pora. Right la pite No, no. I know. This is Tirumurti, sir, granite. This is defined for all three Tirumurti, sir. You can see in the panel of carving there are 5 statues, sir. The center one is the Shiva, right side Parvati, and lap of Parvati you see Kartik. South Indian temple you see Shiv Parvati with Kartik, not usually with Ganapati, because here they define Kartik was the elder son, and in north it will be differs. Ganesh will be. So here they crafted the Kartik, that is Somaskanda architecture. Behind this family you see the Vishnu, and right hand side of Brahma, right hand side of Shiva you see the Brahma, sir. So Shiva, Parvati, Kartik, Brahma and Vishnu. All 5 statues are there. So here they crafted the Ganesh, and Upar Nandi they carved it. Yeah, top on the Nandi. Ganesh they carved it in outer panel. So this temple is architected in both the direction, east as well as west. We saw previously east direction. This is facing towards the west. So around 5:40 to 6 you see the lights. Sunlight goes inside directly. And the previous one around 6 to 7 at the morning you can see the sunlight will fall on the Shivalingam. Shivalingam, yes, sir. So it has been architected in both the direction. And between to both sanctum sanctorums there were 9 feet of Ananta Vishnu was there. So Mahabalipuram temple without Seshnak, North India you can see Seshnak. Mahabalipuram doesn't have Sesha, Ananta Vishnu, which doesn't have snake but just reclines on the earth.
That we cannot see.
That we cannot see. That is inside the temple, sir. That's why they grind the hole to stimulate the light. Evening after 4 you can see the light will goes to the Ananta Vishnu, reclining Vishnu. So this is what's the show temple. So right now we move to the group picture where people are waiting, sir, and then we go half a kilometer to the 5 Rathas temple, sir.
Can we have a picture here?
Sure.